Doing a bit of an unusual video here. I'm going to actually do an unboxing very quickly. Recording this, unfortunately, on the terrible built-in camera on the MacBook Pro, which is rubbish. So, as I say, forgive the quality, and the lighting's terrible, but there you go. I am going to unbox, just for the first time, and probably only time I'll do an unboxing, the Dark Souls 2 Collector's Edition, as you can see. And I'm only doing this because it is the most amazing special edition game that I've ever seen. To be, I always get the special editions, but this is something special indeed. As you can see, all the Japanese random writing and stuff on there, which is awesome. I think it was only available in Japan, but anyway, we're going to leap into this pretty quickly. It's PS3 edition, as you can see. Dark Souls 2 Collector's Edition. Now, the first thing I got in this, again, as I say, I'm having to sort of film this upside down, so bear in mind. Bear with me, please. But yeah, first thing I got was, very simple, a kind of alternate cover, if you like, for the game disc. Nothing particularly exciting or special there, but there you go. And it's got on the back, which is kind of worth a little look, a nice little pencil sketch of what I believe is sort of Drang Lake. I believe it is, being sort of assaulted by dragons, or surrounded by dragons, anyway, as you can probably see. But anyway, that's only a minor thing to begin with. Secondly, I'm not going to do too much about this one. This is obviously the game disc, still sealed. Nothing particularly exciting, Japanese and stuff on the back. Again, as I say, nothing particularly thrilling about that. Now, in this bit, you'll have to forgive me here because I don't really want to open this either, but because it is still sealed. But this actually has a kind of canvas map thing inside, showing the world of Dark Souls. It's not particularly exciting, to be honest, not that thrilling, but anyway, that's those are the two discs you get in there. That's a PS3 edition. Now, the first, what I would consider really special item in this that is worth getting it for, in fact, to me, it's the best part of the collection, is this beast here, The Art of Dark Souls. A nice hardback book containing some sort of illustrations and things from the game series. If you bear with me 2 seconds, I'm just going to shift that back a little bit. And in here, as I say, I really cannot do this justice, to be honest. I'll try and show you some of the pictures in that, but they are absolutely stunning. I mean, that's, as I say, I'll just show you a few of the images there. Great little sort of concept designs and sketches and things like that. That's an awesome sketch, although the problem is they put the spine in a really stupid place, because it's supposed to look like some warriors sort of assaulting the Looking Glass Knight, but you can't really see them too clearly on that, unfortunately. But little illustration from the gutter there, as you can see, the kind of a horrible area known as the gutter. There's another area, another little illustration on the left side there of the I would say Looking Glass Knight, where you would normally fight him. There's the temple area in the Bright Cave Solder place that you go to. That's a really dark image that you can't really see. There we are, some sort of armour and stuff. Hang on, let me just pan that up a tiny bit. There we go. Some sort of armour and weapons and things, concept design. There we go again. That chap looking a bit like Jon Snow. Poor old Jon Snow. Spoilers! And there's some random maiden. I'm not entirely sure who some of these characters are. I mean, I've played through the game a couple of times, and I'm thinking, who the F are some of these people? But anyway, so here's a few of these people, as I say. There's that ominous looking dude in the wheelchair that you remember. There's good old, what's her name, Lucatiel, whatever her name is, the one that's wearing the chap's mask. So there's that one with the rapier. There's the good old Moggy merchant from Majula, that of course you can buy rings and stuff off. Now the merchants, some more concept design. I'm just flicking through this very, very quickly. Unfortunately, as I say, the camera really does not do this justice, to be honest. There is the Emerald Herald on one side, of course, and what looks possibly like King Vendrick before he went weird. I don't know, on the other side, perhaps. I could be wrong, I probably am. I'm not exactly what you call a pro player of that. There we are, there's the main sort of character that you play as, of course. Oh, those awesome knights just before you get to the Looking Glass Knight with the sort of chess piece knight heads on them. The weird sort of beaked ninja assassin-y type characters. Gavlan wheel, Gavlan deal. Here we are, that's that chap. That's not actually Gavlan, I don't think, but anyway. Massive ogre dude thing, those that are in the, not shaded woods, the other woods. Those massive turtley things that try and fall backwards on you. Some wild boars. One of the spiders near where the Duke's dear Freya is. Some worm things. What else have we got? Yep, there's giant things that come out of the oil pits. As I say, I am just tearing through this nice and quickly. What else have we got? Just trying to think any other images worth having a look at. Oh, there, of course, one for the lads. There we go. Not entirely sure who this young lady is. Don't remember her, but obviously she's from it somewhere. There we go. Some more concept art of armour and stuff like that. There's oh, there we are. There's the old Looking Glass Knight. He's a beast. Such a good boss. I love the idea of the fact of he can summon players. There we go, through his shield. That's just such an awesome idea. So there's that. There's obviously Il Dragon. There, of course, we can see. The old Iron King, looking like a beast. You wouldn't want to take that on, would you? Well, I wouldn't, anyway, not by myself. Chariot, the Lost Sinner, as you can see. And there's a good picture of Vendrick to end on at the end. That's a really... So unfortunately, the picture's really good, but unfortunately the camera's so duff you probably can't see that too well. But anyway, there you go. And a bit more Japanese writing at the back, of course. So there we go, as I say, awesome little hardback art book. Amazing, I think. Considering some art books are pretty rubbish. Now, there's this thing as well. This little random, or seemingly random leaflet thing that you get. Dark Souls 2. It's only a small piece of paper. And inside, oh, it's going to be so difficult for you to see what they are. It's got a few of the weapons from the game, some of the iconic weapons from the game. You've got the Defender Greatsword, Pursuer's Great Shield at the bottom, Llewellyn Shield, Mannequin Saber, Royal Dirk, the Great Axe, Golden Wing Shield, and Great Shield of Glory. Now, you think, well, why have they mentioned specifically those weapons out of all of the weapons in the game? And it's because they've included this, which a lot of people would consider to be the centrepiece of this special edition. It comes in, let's get this the right way up, this massive box with the emblem on there. From the, I'll try and zoom in a little bit, it's kind of hard to see that emblem, to be honest. Let's get some light on there. Trying to show you that a little bit. But anyway, comes in a nice wooden box, metal hinges on this side. Where are we? There we go. And of course a lovely looking clasp, metal clasp again on that side. And when you open it up, if you bear with me, just get this little sponge bit out of the way, and there's some yet more Japanese random writing. I shall stand this up, and I shall, what it is actually sort of metal cast replicas of some of the weapons and shields and things in the game. Now we'll have a quick look at some of these. We've got, I'm going to need that leaflet to remember what they are. Shouldn't do, but I do. I have played this game numerous times, but I never really took in any of the lore. So here we have the Golden Wing Shield. I'll sort of zoom in on that as much as possible. There we go. As I say, metal. And on the back, you've got a little plastic kind of handle that you would hold where you're carrying this into battle. So, yeah, there's that one, which is awesome. I'll leave that down there. We've got the Llewellyn Shield. Oh, bear with me. Again, metal. These are all metal. There we go, nice and solid. As I say, they are good. They're not sort of thin, feeble metal. They are proper solid. They're really good. There's a nice design on the front of that, as you can see. Nice kind of rustic effect. And you've got the kind of bracer bit on the back as well, again to hold it. Now you've got this beast, which is of course the Great Shield of Glory. Even I recognise this Great Shield of Glory. It is enormous. I mean, you can hear the sound of that. It's almost like a dinner gong. It's massive, and it's really quite weighty. I mean, you can see how big this sort of thing is, the actual piece. And there's the sort of, as I say, the design. Let's try and get some light on there. So apologies, it's so dark. It's just terrible. There we go. That's not too bad. You can see some detail of it there, and again on the back you've got the kind of handle and clasp. I say apologies, I'm recording this at a really awkward angle. I'm sort of facing the laptop away from me, leaning over it to sort of watch what's happening on the screen, and yeah, doing a terrible job. And here is, I say, the iconic Pursuer Shield, again in metal of course, again nice and solid. This is, I say, a very iconic shield. I was used to run away as soon as I saw anyone carrying this, because of course it meant the pursuer or the pursuer had caught up with you and was likely to kick your head in. So there we go, that sort of, there we go, nice little design there. Now, bear with me 2 seconds. Right, sorry, I just had to find a non-sharp knife to get the plastic cover off this little bit, so we can have a look at the weapons that are involved in this as well. Again, all die-cast metal. really solid. We'll start with the incredibly weighty great axe, which is absolutely massive. Nothing more devastating than a massive chopper, or a big chopper, whatever Simon Pegg says. But yeah, there we go. Again, I say metal, nice detail. It feels really flimsy. The actual handle bit feels really flimsy, considering how, if you see how thick that piece of metal is, it's really heavy on one end and quite light on the other. That was the great axe, and then of course we have the Mannequin Saber. Oh, sorry, my watch has gone off. Right, Mannequin Saber. Again, metal, but a lot more lightweight. This nice kind of coloured detail. You got gold you got gold on the hilt and the pommel. Then you've got a kind of leather bound style grip. It's supposed to look like leather bound anyway. So there's that one. Royal Dirk. It says a dagger fashioned from rare guy steel, boasting an unusually long blade and impossible to get out of the case. No, guy steel was a precious alloy created in the eastern lands of Mira. Its composition long kept secret from foreign lands. So there we go, that's the Royal Dirk. As I say, quite a long bladed weapon, almost like a short sword, or a gladius almost, I suppose. But, there we go. Sorry, everything's reversed, so when I'm trying to move things in front of the camera, I keep moving it the wrong way. There you go, I say again, nice kind of detail on the grip and all the rest of it. Very nice, a nice little pommel and hilt again. And last of all, last but certainly not least, because it is the Defender Greatsword. Greatsword wielded by the Throne Defender unleashes its true power with a strong attack, it says. I'm reading this off the book. And enwreaths itself in magic. The Defender has stood by the throne for ages. Will his weight be worth the while? As it says in the other little thing. Very nice detail on this. Trying to sort of show you a bit there, particularly on the hilt, as I say. Nice sort of long blade. Also show you the the length of that compared to, say, the Royal Dirk. So I'm not even. Let's put them hilt to hilt. No, we can't even see it that way. It's too close. Let's go that way. There we go. So as you can see, the Defender Greatsword is considerably longer. Obviously, being a greatsword, it would be. So there you go. That is, as I say, that is a complete edition, the collector's edition of Dark Souls 2. I believe it was only available, as I say, in Japan, but I know you can get it occasionally off eBay. This was actually a present somebody got me. I won't embarrass her by saying who got it for me, but she knows who she is. So yeah, I just thought I'd do a quick unboxing, just because you don't see this edition in the UK very often. So yeah, that's Dark Souls. I may do another unboxing at some point, possibly. I've got unusual things as well, like the Resident Evil 4 chainsaw controller and things like that. And I've got most collector's editions of games and things as well. Chuck a bit of random plastic crap in there and I'll usually buy it. So yeah, that's that. So thank you very much for watching. Please check out my normal Let's Play videos and see what you think of those. And yeah, I hope to see you again very soon.